The reverse wrap would kind of be best for people who are normally looking for like rental properties to rent out to people. But instead of renting, you're helping people purchase the home. You're basically buying the home, financing it, and then getting them into it. And really, I mean, if you look at that, that's a lot better than renting a house to somebody because, you're having to take care of the AC if it breaks down, the electrical if it breaks down, anything that happens to the home, like you're liable for it. But if you're buying or if you're selling the house to somebody, they're responsible for all that stuff. And that kind of makes your life a lot easier where you're not a traditional landlord and you're having to do all those things. Is that right?
That's right. I mean, I'm looking at it because I'm hearing your question, and part of that question really is for the home buyer, right? And the other part is more for the investor side. So let's speak from the investor side.
Yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely responsible for the repairs on the home as a landlord, right? Dishwashers, washers, dryers. Here's the way I paint it, right? I teach my investors
Hmm.
that the more moving parts in any investment, the higher the risk. And every piece of a house is a moving part, from a toilet to a sink to an appliance to the roof to the carpeting to the paint to the gutters, the air conditioner, all of those. So the more you add to the moving parts, the higher the risk. But from an investor
Yeah.
standpoint, there's only one mechanism. There's only one moving part in the reverse wrap deal, and that moving part is a note, right? And a mortgage, and they're tied together. It's two things: a mortgage and a note, or a deed of trust and a note. But those things are connected together, and so all of that liability of all those other moving parts shifts from the investor side over to the homeowner side. And so
Yeah.
that's another reason that we make sure that we're putting people in a position to succeed. If we're pushing their debt to income limits to what the maxes are, then we suggest, and we don't make it mandatory, but we suggest and we try to put home warranties on things. So if they don't have a large savings account to help them out of a situation like that, that they've got their dishwasher goes out, or the hot water tank, or the air conditioner, or something like that. I mean, homeowners insurance covers the physical damage, if from fire and hail and all of those car hits your house, whatever that looks like, right? But all of those moving parts, there's maintenance that goes on. And so, we recommend that them put, and we're aligned with home warranty companies that'll do that for them. And we get discount rates that we pass on to our clients. So, but yeah, that's the biggest thing from that side of it. From the real estate investor side, is you just got one moving part. And most
Hmm.
landlords also hire management companies, and there's a fee associated with that, right?
Yeah.
To pay them to handle the maintenance, to collect the rent, and to send late notices and do all that stuff. Well, in this situation, we use a servicing company. And so I know many people have closed on a home before, and you'll make your payment for 2 or 3 months, and then you get a letter in the mail that says, now make your payment here to a servicing company. Well, we do the same thing.
Hmm.
100% of our deals are handled through a servicing company. So they're escrowing the taxes, the insurance, they're handling the 1098 forms, which what a 1098 form is, everybody's heard of a 1099, that's money received. But when you're paying rent,
Hmm.
you have to pay your taxes first and then pay your rent out of what's left. But when you have a mortgage, you actually get to deduct the interest that you've paid on that mortgage from your income taxes. So there's a
Yeah. Okay.
form associated with that. When you have a mortgage, you get a 1098 form that tells you at the end of the year how much interest you've paid. Well, the servicing company handles all of that for us. They make sure that that client gets that 1098 form so that they get able to write off the portion of their taxes that they're able to write off. And so that's a significant difference. If you're paying $2,000 a month for rent and you're paying $2,000 a month for a house payment, it's not the same, because you get money back, or you get to deduct the interest. So you get more income, more disposable income as a homeowner than you do as a renter. And so that's a huge advantage as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.